Good afternoon, Your Honor. My client, the plaintiff, Mrs. Brown, requests a special jury instruction that violating a safety statute in Michigan gives rise to a presumption of negligence. The Michigan Supreme Court case Zini versus Anderson holds that a safety statute is one that protects the plaintiff's class against the specific risk of injury that occurred in the actual event. Your Honor has observed that contested proofs have shown that the defendant, Mr. Green, drove his vehicle into the crosswalk, striking my client, Mrs. Brown, as she crossed at a stop sign. Michigan's traffic safety code prohibits motor vehicle operators from causing their vehicle to enter a crosswalk that a pedestrian is then using lawfully to cross the street. So my proposed special instruction reads, Michigan's traffic safety code prohibits a motor vehicle operator from causing the vehicle to enter a crosswalk that a pedestrian is lawfully using to cross the street. If you find that the defendant, Mr. Green, caused his vehicle to enter the crosswalk when Mrs. Brown was lawfully crossing the street, then you are to presume that Mr. Green breached his duty of reasonable care and was negligent. If you do not find that the defendant, Mr. Green, caused his vehicle to enter the crosswalk when Mrs. Brown was lawfully crossing the street, then you are not to presume Mr. Green's breach of reasonable care or negligence, but are instead to disregard the traffic safety code in your deliberations. May I approach with the proposed instruction?